If your newsletter feels directionless, it's probably not because you needed a better plan. It's because you needed to write more. Let's look into why. Lots of new writers think, I don't know what this newsletter is about. I need a clearer strategy. I should figure out my niche first. I'm not ready until it feels defined. They assume the lack of a plan is the problem. I'm a proper one for this. If I don't have some kind of plan, I reckon it's all going to go horribly wrong. But I've gradually started to learn something else. Nothing's gone wrong. Most hobby newsletters feel uncertain at the beginning. That doesn't mean you're unfocused. It means you're still learning through practice. Direction is rarely found in a document. It develops through repetition. Before we go on with today's topic, if you like calm, reassuring guidance, I share more of it in my weekly newsletter. It's another space for ideas and reflections that help you start building your first readers. If that feels useful, you can find it on Substack by going to writingontheinternet.com, and it's completely free. Let's get back to it. When I started writing online, I spent a ton of lead-in time researching the best way to go about it. It's funny, whatever hobbies I've got, I love reading magazines about them, visiting online forums, that sort of thing. I'm not alone, that's why newsletters and blogs about our hobbies are so important. But there is such a thing as reading around a topic too much. And I was definitely guilty of that when it came to planning my own newsletters. In the end, I started to realise that the best tweaks I was making came out of looking at what had already published and seeing what had worked and what didn't. No amount of planning or preparation could have given me that. Actually, getting stuff out there brings loads of benefits, some of them almost immediately. It reveals what you enjoy writing about. It shows you what your readers respond to. It exposes what feels natural to you as a writer. It quietly narrows your focus. Planning can't do any of that, but writing can. Direction isn't something you invent. It's something you uncover by doing the thing consistently. Think of it less like designing a map and more like walking a path. Each post is a small step, the path appears behind you, and your newsletter becomes clearer because you're using it, not because you solved it. Instead of making a bigger plan, try this. Write your next post as if you're speaking to one friendly person about your hobby. No grand strategy, no long-term architecture, just one honest piece. Then do it again next week. That's enough to create direction. And it works because consistency builds clarity, action reduces overthinking, momentum replaces uncertainty, and readers connect to authenticity more than structure. Not because it's optimized, but because it's alive. If starting to write online about your hobbies and pastimes feels bigger than it should, grab my free New Writer bundle. It gives you a year's worth of prompts, ready-to-use headline ideas, and simple readability tips, so you're off to a flying start. It's there to lower the friction and help you take a first step that actually feels doable. The link's in the description, or go straight to free.writingontheinternet.com. Cheers.